Lately, I've been thinking a lot about comfort and steadiness and just like the little things that bring me comfort to my everyday that also bring like a softness to my day to day. And I just thought I'd like to share some of those things with you guys. So, I've actually been relearning how to play guitar. I got my first guitar when I was 8, but I was never professionally trained or I never took classes. It was just a case where like my parents bought me a guitar and I started learning through honestly YouTube and also through like guitar tabs online. But learning these days does feel different to when I was a kid because when I was little, I was obviously learning because I wanted to maybe like impress my little friends or I wanted to feel like I was a part of something. Whereas today, learning as a full grown adult, I just wanted to pick it back up because it's something that does bring me comfort and it's something that I feel like it's rewarding because there is no expectation behind it. It's just something that not only helps me mentally, is very accessible because one, I already have a guitar, and two, it's really easy to go online and just practice and practice and practice with the resources that you can find most of the time online for free. So that's one thing that I've really been liking lately and that has really been bringing comfort to my days. I feel like music is just so cool because it's one of those art forms that you can either share with a bunch of people or it can be super personal to you. I feel like learning new songs and being able to play them back to myself is just like a rewarding feeling. But the fact that there isn't an expectation there also makes it feel like a really soothing and calm activity. Also, if you're gonna do this, don't be like me. You should cut your nails. I just love having long nails, and that has been a little bit of a battle because obviously to play, you really need your fingers and you need to make sure that your nails are at a good length. It doesn't bug me that much. It just can get a little bit annoying. So running has been another activity that has really brought calmness to my life. And although running doesn't seem like a calm activity, and a lot of people do it to train to run like a 5K or a marathon in general, I see it as more of an activity that just helps me move and that helps me to feel clarity. I think it's really important to just have something to do outside of your house that doesn't require a lot of effort. Removing that pressure, the same way I've done with like relearning how to play guitar, has really helped. I feel like I'm really present in the moment, and I feel like that type of activity brings a lot of calmness and it brings a lot of softness to my days. Doing activities that don't require any type of, I guess, reward, you could say, is really satisfying because you're not putting this immense pressure to perform. You're just kind of doing things because they make you happy and they make you feel like you're in a little rhythm, and ultimately that's what I see as important. I've been running for, I would say, about 2 months at this point, since the beginning of the year, and it has been very liberating. You start to notice the little things. For example, here in the park, you notice all of the nature. You notice the grass, the trees, the birds, how they like chirp and sing, and even the little squirrels and bunnies and stuff. So it's really beautiful to just have a moment to notice things like that that normally you wouldn't really pay attention to. I would recommend going even for like a little walk if running is too hard on your body. I think that walking is also a great alternative to just get out and not think too much about what you're gonna do. Sometimes it's hard to push yourself to do things like that, but I think that when you start doing it, it's very freeing and it's very liberating. reading has been a big help too. I feel like in the world that we're in today, our phones are super distracting. We have so much technology accessible at the palm of our hands, and although that could be a good thing for a lot of other reasons, it's not really good for our mental health. And I think that reading brings a comfort in the sense that you're kind of in your own bubble, whether you're reading like a self-help book or a fantasy book. It's just somewhere that you need to really lock in, and you really need to pay attention to what you're reading, because if not, obviously you'll lose the story. So it's just something that makes me feel really present and that almost forces me to slow down, which I really need at times. Another thing that I like to do to bring calmness to my life is like small shifts. So for example, if I don't like the way that my living room is set up, I'll kind of mess around with the different couches and chairs. And another example, like in the office, we're not done fully furnishing or like decorating, I would say. So adding little details to my space or like rearranging or cleaning has been another thing that brings calmness to my days. I don't think calmness or steadiness means that I want things to be the same every day, or like I want a specific routine. It's more about finding rhythm when I'm starting to feel like anxious. I feel like relearning and learning new things has brought me a lot of calmness and peace to my days. And I just feel like I don't want to rush to the next version of myself, if that makes sense. I recently turned 29, so I think that reaching this new stage of my life has been a time for like reflection and trying to find calmness in my life. So although these small things don't solve everything in my life, they do make days feel a little more calm and a little bit more manageable. If you find small things in your life that bring you calmness and steadiness, I really do hope that you hold on to them, because in the long run, they really do make a difference.